Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, James Van Praagh has transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. This best-selling author and renowned medium now has a new book uncovering the truth about the spirit realm. James not only shares his own experience with spirits, but also shows how you too can access your own psychic ability.
I wrote the book Ghosts Among Us, uncovering the truth about the other side, because people want to know, what's it like to be a ghost, and what does the other side look like?
Dear spirit friends, draw near to me. Spirit friends, speak clear to me, one at a time. Did your mother have trouble with her head? The watch. The watch.
You talked to my grandmother, and it was really powerful.
I knew that the spirits existed, that we lived on after life. Every single one of us is psychic.
He is the real thing. He is authentically a psychic.
In my book, I show you ways and methods how you can connect with loved ones on the other side.
James Van Praagh is a medium, one of the best known in the world. He offers his own expertise in communicating with the dead, as well as ways in which you can access your own psychic ability.
I put some amazing ghost stories, real ghost stories, in my book through my experiences in life. Many of them have happened the past 5 years, and a couple of them happened on the set of Ghost Whisperer. I put that in there as well. And every story that's chosen that I have in there is for a specific reason, whether it's about forgiveness, whether it's about a belief in the afterlife, whether it's about what am I doing on the other side of life, what is it like in the spirit world, that's in there as well.
Is Hollywood's most famous studio haunted?
It feels very haunted here.
Even though you don't see them physically, that they're around.
Outside, on the lot, James has a premonition about one of Paramount's most famous stars.
Lucille Bull was here. That was her office. I don't know. I don't know if this is it, but I'm feeling very sorry that she spent a lot of time in that place right there.
Lucille Ball came through, and she talked about where her dressing room was, her old dressing room, her private dressing room, and she guided us to that area. That was pretty amazing. That's in the book also. I talk about that in the book. And people will read this book and they'll be like, wow. And they're going to look at it and say, somehow in the back of my head, I knew some of this was happening somewhere. Though that's throughout the book. So you're really not the writer, you're the instrument. And in my case, of course, being a medium, I just open myself up to whatever comes through, and that's the book. I want people to take from this book the sense and the awareness and the knowledge that the spirit world is around us all the time. There is a certain place, it's here. It's just a different dimension, it's interdimensional.
Spirit friends, slow down your voices. When we hear, the heart rejoices.
Well, I think people see him as an empathetic person. He's a listener. It's put out there as a gift. You know, help yourself.
One of the things I'd like to convey to people is there's no fear of death. Death is an illusion. It's a natural state. There's no pain in death. Whether it's a car accident, whether it's a fire, whether it's a plane crash, whether it's an explosion, there's no pain. There really isn't. God, in its wondrous way, has created a shut-off valve, if you will. And you're unconscious of that, but you're very conscious standing out of the body afterwards.
Anybody can connect with spirits on the other side. It's easy. You just got to know how to do it. My book explains how to connect with them.
Next on Larry King Live.
Santa Cruz, California, as we go to calls for James Van Praagh. Hello. Oklahoma City for James Van Praagh. Phoenix, Arizona. Denver. Eugene, Oregon. London, England. Hello.
There were so many calls, and there was such an incredible response to James.
I had him on my cable show. Friends came away convinced that something had happened and with a communication with the other side.
Van Praagh's message and his skills as a medium have turned some of Hollywood's biggest stars into Van Praagh devotees, including Cher, Goldie Hawn, and Shirley MacLaine.
I remember hearing about him. Of course, I was interested in his gift and his phenomena. He is the real thing. He is authentically a psychic. I mean, I can't tell you how many times he's been right with me.
My book is a guide to the spirit world for the living. Ghosts Among Us, uncovering the truth about the other side.